Namaste, my dear brothers and sisters. So, what do you do if you got into an accident? What do you do if you have had an accident where you have hurt it yourself? Hand, foot, body, or and eventually you got something that you have stuck pain somewhere or muscles got suppressed or anything else. What to do? What does it mean? And how can Amanita Muscaria help us in this? So, this week, that was really last week. Last week, after a very special celebration of Mahashivaratri, a very close friend, he's a priest, an Indian priest with American roots, who had a bike accident. Eventually, there were rocks on the road, and through that, he fell down and hurt it. And what's interesting, of course, when such things happen, we hurt a very specific part of the body. So in his case, the hit mostly came on the right side of the body, as the hand, the elbow, the knee, the foot, and some of the wounds were very open and deep, but luckily no bones were fractured or broken. And yeah, let's say I have some practical experience of helping people to get back on track after such accidents and critical situations. As at some point I was living also in India, and there are many accidents there. And in many cases, I had the experience of helping people to understand the lessons and to have a fast recovery. So, what to do? What to do if this happened to you? Why did this happen? And first of all, of course, the mind will say, oh, there were rocks on the road, or there was sand, or there was, I don't know, a cat was running out or a dog, or, and eventually the mind first, it will explain why physically it happened through the physical things which are around. The mind doesn't, first of all, focus on trying to understand what is the bigger picture. Because you understand that the only person who can hurt ourselves is who? Of course, it's only us. If we live inside of us not in harmony and we criticize ourselves and we're, or let's say we're asking for a change, but we're not acting accordingly, then of course this opens a door for more fast track of study. This fast track, this is exactly the incident and the accident. And why is it a blessing? So if it wouldn't happen, most probably the person or you or I here, we could have went and moved on for months or maybe years in that pattern, which wasn't guiding us to that what we were truly wanting. So in other words, we would waste a lot of time going into a direction which wasn't leading us to what truly matters or to what we were requesting. So as a result, by our request, our soul, higher self, organized this karmic theater in which we have experienced on our body the physical pain. And so, you know, the interesting aspect, what I see that modern medicine really focuses on suppressing pain. Why? Well, if you ask me, then pain, it can lead to very fast spiritual awakening, but only when you feel it fully. Because when you numb the pain, now, well, you make the lesson less painful, and this marks down that you might not make the conclusion. But the more painful it is, well, the more you will have to focus in really understanding it. You really start to quickly throw around all of the illusions, the things that don't work, and you start to see with a critical mind and analyze why this happened or that happened. Because you feel pain in the body. It's like energy, which makes the mind to be more focused, or let's say the consciousness to be more focused through the mind. So that reason, from my experience, all people who are going on the spiritual path, well, unfortunately, there's lacking a very important wisdom in spiritual practices, which I've discovered. But if you want to find out about it, it's one of my latest discoveries, then leave a comment Nicholas, I need to feel inspired to share such deep things. But going back to the body. So eventually, once the body is hurt through the pain, the consciousness starts to get awakened and it starts to analyze a lot more quicker why this happened. And when we analyze the part of the body that is connected with it, it can give us also an answer. Right side, male energy, left side, woman energy. So that's the topics to which they're connected. And if a man hit his right side, then of course it's connected with his own inner persona and usually with the aspect of pushing, rushing, controlling himself and not listening, not taking care enough, not loving yourself. Because we as men now were educated to suppress our feelings towards a higher goal. This higher goal by everybody can be individual, but eventually, the ignorance towards the inner feelings is so big between men that very often, when they have their accidents, it comes to the right side. So once you understand the deep lesson, the body will recover very fast. Uh, in Goa, I had people who were recovering. No, let's say they were recovering by themselves 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and their wounds weren't healing. Then we would meet, work it through, analyze through inner questions, inner topics, and boom, magic happens. Well, and here, this is what we did. Brought up all the wisdoms and then organized some very special healing baths. The healing baths, it's alkaline bathing, ancient mythology, in which the body recovers super fast. Like within 4 hours of sitting there, it was painful, but eventually it brought the results that after, let's say, 3 days of the healing methods and the approaches that I use, man, I will maybe no, I won't put pictures, but I can just tell you that the from the outside it looks that the person wasn't healing for 4 or 5 days, but if the person was already had the accident like 3 weeks ago or 25 days ago. So our body is a very living being, and if you ever have any sickness or you have any hurt, understand what is the true essence of it. And to see it, it's very important to focus on it. If you don't have enough energy to focus on it, you can use a tool, our beautiful, great ally as Amanita or other type of mushrooms, which can give you the physical energy and the psychological stability and the mental clearance just to start to look inside and to analyze all of it. And also, of course, in my work, I was using Amanita and it worked great as a painkiller. Yeah, when you use Amanita and it has, let's say, person has pain inside, it creates an opportunity for that pain to be very low and to be easy to overcome. So, know this wisdom. May this help to you or to your close ones. Live a story. Did you ever have any accidents? And by hearing the story, did you right now reanalyze maybe it and discover it's something new? So I share with you much love and we're always in touch. Like, share, support, and join our community or our website to getting some awesome products. Thank you very much for your time. And let's continue the most important thing what we can do to carry responsibility for who? Yes, ourselves. Namaste.